usually called CD. The money in the time deposit must be held for that fixed term to receive the interest in full. Typically, longer the term, the higher the interest rate that the depositor receives. So there is a advantage and disadvantage of time deposit. Advantage is that time deposit protect your money fund and get higher returns. So the disadvantage is your money isn't accessible. Once you lock your money away, you won't get access to it until the end of your term or termino, which can vary from 3 months up to 1 year or even 5 years. So that's how time deposit works. So there is type of time deposit. The first one I will be discussing is the regular time deposit. Make a deposit and watch it grow. Earn interest higher than any regular savings account by simply keeping your deposit in the bank for a committed number of days. Your personal banker will advise you each term and on the best rates and options for your investments. Comes with a certificate of time deposit so you can really watch your money grow. You may choose from 30 to 360 days terms or termino. Interest date depends on the amount you deposit and the term you committed. Minimum placement is 5,000 pesos. So in terms of regular time deposit, there are 3 major things you need to consider. So first is the minimum, second is the term, and the last one is the interest rate. So these are the 3 major things you need to consider if you wanna invest in regular time deposit. So the minimum is the amount you need to invest. Next is the term, on how long naka-lock up imong money, and yung interest rate. Kay again, ang regular time deposit is the financial instrument, is the product of the banker, which is you gonna deposit your money tapos dili nimo siya malihok o makuha o ma-withdraw in a certain term, usually around 6 months to even 1 year or to even 5 years. Dili nimo siya makuha, tapos because of that, kay dili nimo siya pwede makuha o ma-withdraw, you get slightly higher interest rate compared to investing or putting your money in the bank. So that is how regular time deposit works. So the next one I will be discussing is the prime time deposit. So prime time deposit is a medium term 1 year to less than 5 years time deposit account. Documentary stamps are not charged to the account as long as the deposit is maintained with the bank until maturity date. It's a flexible investment option since you have the option of repricing your placement. So the prime time deposit is a type of time deposit na naga-offer og mas taas nga interest rate in exchange of higher minimum balance requirements. Kasagaran ani is fixed term siya og nanginahanglan siya og mga funds to remain in the account hantod sa maturity to earn na nga nakasaad nga interest rate. So for example, let's say nag-offer ang isa ka bangko og prime time deposit with the following terms or termino. So for example, ang pinakaubos na deposit is 10,000 pesos and the term is 1 year. So, ang interest rate sa bangko, for example, ibutan na to sa mga around 2.5%. So, sa example nga ni, if you deposit 10,000 pesos sa prime time deposit, you agree to keep the fund. So, imong account for the entire 1 year nga term o termino. So, at the end of that term, makakuha ka persyento ani mao ang 2.5% on your deposit. Ang interest rate kasagaran mas higher kaysa sa imong earnings sa isa ka regular nga savings account.
So my name is Kinjimar Iababat. Type of financial institution. In spite of the growing number of firms in the financial service field, the vast majority of financial transactions continue to take place at traditional financial institutions, commercial banks, savings and loan association, saving banks, and credit unions. So this explains that even nga naay significant increase in the number of companies operating in the financial services industry. Hinungsod gyapon ang kadaghanan sa mga transaksyon sa pinansya na nagapadayon sa tradisyonal nga mga financial institution such as kanang commercial banks, savings and loan association, saving banks and credit unions. O kini na mga institution is known as banks due to the similarity in production and services na ilang gi-offer. Pero they are regulated sa mga lain-laing mga anensya sa regulasyon. Savings and Loan Association. Savings and Loan Association are found in the most part of the country. Savings and loan are important because they channel depositors saving into mortgage loans for purchasing and improving homes. So daghan sa mga asosasyon sa savings o pantang sa kadaghanan sa nasod. Savings and loans are important kay gilusad niini ang kantidad sa savings sa mga depositor ngadto sa mga pautang alang sa pagpapalit o pagpaayo sa mga panimalay. Although bisag dili siya maka-offer non-interest nga checking account, pero ga-offer gyapon sila og many of the same checking, savings and lending products and services are as commercial banks. So take note guys, mo na ang example sa Savings and Loan Association, Pag-ibig Fund, BPI, Direct Saving Bank, and PS Bank. Commercial banks. To us Filipinos, banking means doing business with a commercial bank, the most popular of the four types of traditional financial institution. So, financial banks is also known as well service banks. Nagtanyag usab sa ubang mga produkto ug serbisyo sa pinansya ay kanang ginansya guys, including a variety of saving vehicles, credit cards, consumer loans, trust service, as well as safe deposit box, traveling check, and check cashing privilege. So, commercial banks are also the only financial institution that offer non-interest paying checking accounts. Demand deposit feature that into this. The regulated financial market provides little competitive advantage. Only commercial banks ang offer og non-interest paying checking accounts, demands, deposit. Busta nagtanyag usab ang mga commercial banks sa mga checking accounts nga nagtugot niini. So, checking writing privilege with the feature of the saving accounts o isa ka pagpili sa mga saving accounts. Take note guys, mao ni ang kining example sa commercial banks, BDO, Metrobank o PNB.
Savings bank. Savings bank are the special type of financial institution. They are similar to savings and loan association and are located primarily in some areas of the country. They offer various interest-paying checking and savings accounts on which they pay interest at the rate on par with that paid by savings and loans. Because small savings banks are mutual association, their depositors are their owners and thus receive a portion of the profits in the form of interest on their savings. Savings bank is, for example, this function is served by the Savings Deposit Department of commercial banks, mutual savings bank, or trustee savings bank. For example, for those banks without capital stock whose earning solely to the savers. Savings and Loan Association, Credit Union, Postal Savings System, and Municipal Savings Bank. For example of savings is setting aside a portion of your allowance or paycheck into a savings account every month. Let's say you want to save 30,000 pesos for your new laptop and you have 10 months to do so. By setting aside 3,000 pesos every month, you can reach your goal without having to pay interest on a loan or a credit card.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. My name is Geraldo Filipas. Credit Unions. Credit Union is a non-profit, member-owned financial cooperative that provides a full range of financial products and services to specific groups of people who belong to a common occupation, religious or fraternal order, or residential area. Ang credit union is a financial institution to provide by its members. Like example, kanang sigpi. Ang sigpi, di ba, is kanang ang makalaw na is only member lang. Only member lang. Og di ka member is dili ka maka loan. Unlike sa traditional banks na ang mga members ang nagkontrol sa bangko. Kaya sila rin ang kaya sila raman sab ang customer sa bangko. Sila ra ang mag-deposit or mag-loans.
Internet banks. If you haven't set foot in your bank's branch in months, you may be a prime candidate for an internet bank because their operating expenses are so much lower than those of traditional brick and mortar banks. Internet banks can pass this saving along to their consumers in the form of lower fees and higher yield. So, internet banks are financial institutions that operating online without any physical branches. Example ani kay Maya Bank, known as Pimaya. It is a digital financial services platform. Other example are Union Bank and kanisa kay well-known online banks in Philippines. So next is China Bank, Maybank, and many more. Ang interest bank kay ga-offer of services such as saving account, checking account, loans, and credit cards. Through secure website and mobile apps, interest bank ga-offer sila og lower fees and potential higher interest rates on savings account to their customers. Thank you.